For many college basketball players, they have their parents up in the stands watching them play. But for Drexel's James Butler, he has an all-time great in the stands watching him and giving him encouragement.
We have an understanding, I don't know if you would say it's like sign language or just a different way of communicating, and it helps me re-baseline, understand little things that I can do to adjust. And I think he's got a mind for the game, and it helps having that extra point of view.
James Butler's dad, Vernon Butler, helped guide the Naval Academy to their first NCAA tournament appearance in 1985, and then a trip to the Elite Eight the following season. Vernon ended his career with the midshipmen as the second leading scorer and rebounder behind only his teammate David Robinson. For his role in guiding the midshipmen to the NCAA tournament, Butler was the first Naval Academy basketball player to have his number retired and jersey hanging in the rafters.
I think my first year as a freshman, we had the first winning season in a while. I think we went 18-11, and then we went 24-8, 26-6, and 30-5. So to be there as part of that progression, and then ultimately my junior year is when we won the conference, we went to the NCAA tournament, and then going into our senior year, we were preseason nationally ranked, so the cat was out of the bag. So we really had to perform at a higher level throughout the course of the year too. But just being through that with the same coaching staff and the same set of teammates and understanding sort of where we had been and how hard we had to work to achieve not only the conference championship, but then also the ability to play in the NCAA tournament.
Vernon passed his love for the game on to James, teaching him the ins and outs of the sport, as well as the importance of hard work.
He played a huge role in it. I started playing when I was like 4 or 5 years old. He's been my biggest mentor, coach since a very young age. We had a basketball hoop in our driveway, and then we would always go to local gyms, work out, and we still to this day, whenever I go home, work out together.
We really wanted him to get exposed to all different types of sports. He did play soccer, he did play football as well. Then he got to a point as he started to grow and develop that basketball became more of a full-time commitment for him. And then once he got on the right team, it afforded him the opportunity to play, to develop, and then ultimately get selected for stronger AAU programs.
All of that hard work is paying off as James is in the midst of a breakout season for the Dragons. James is 4th in the nation in rebounds per game, 3rd in the nation with 13 double-doubles, and is leading the nation with 239 total rebounds. But James isn't the only one of Vernon's children to excel at basketball. James' sister Natalie was the 2018 A10 Player of the Year while at George Mason, and along the way set the NCAA single-season rebounding record at 563. James' mother Mary was a track and field record holder at the Naval Academy with the distance relay teams. And James's grandfather, Peter Blair, won the freestyle wrestling bronze medal at the 1956 Olympic Games in Melbourne. Athletic success is one of the things that defines the Butler family.
It's something that shows our work ethic and our drive, and we have goals and we go out and do our best to achieve them. I think it really says who we are as a family and individuals.
But none of the success that James and Natalie have accomplished has come without the support of their parents.
I mean, both my parents, my biggest mentors. I think with basketball being such a big part of my life, my mom doesn't get a lot of credit, but she's huge. She's there for me all the time. Huge support system.
She's been incredible support, not only for James, but also for Natalie, and it's always been a team effort. So a lot of times when they're home for the summers and going through their training, she's always preparing the special meals for them. She's always taking care of their other needs.
My dad, specifically with basketball, and my sister, we all work out together and we all have each other's back. I mean, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here.
And this support and love for athletics is something that James hopes to pass on to his own family in the future.
I'm sure my kids are going to go through the same thing I went through. A lot of hard times in the gym, a lot of working out, but it's something that we pass down generation to generation.